Okay, hello. Welcome back. It's same day. Something came up. Okay, so I had to take care of that business. So anyway, um, okay. So let's continue. Okay, so oh boy. So correlation. What is correlation? It's like this. Okay, you have x and y. Okay, you can see this, right? X and y. Let's say x is height, y is height, and x is weight. The positive correlation, right? And zero is average level. Okay. The taller you are, the heavier you are. Okay. And there's some outliers here. Okay. So now we need to come up with this nice formula that can quantify this. Okay. Quantize this nice mathematical formula. Okay. So this is positive correlation. All right. So now, yeah, so yeah, correlation, yeah, it deserves our attention, okay? It's worthwhile our time in humanology series. Correlation, evidence, probability, yeah, because our judgment is based on probability. Probability is nothing but we are making no brand new decision right now in at present based on our past knowledge. Many of that has to do with correlation. Okay, like you see that kind of people, the demeanor, like the demeanor that I saw in Judge Kavanaugh's hearing. I don't have a good feeling about him. Okay, because it's not just the allegation of this sexual assault. It could be false. I don't care whether it's false or not. It could be false, but just the way he behaved during that congressional hearing, he strikes me as some spoiled brat, like President Trump. Okay, so President Trump nominated, and also now he's became a justice. What's his name? Justice Gorsuch. Justice Gorsuch. Yeah, I think he deserves to be Supreme Court justice. Okay, a gentleman, a fine gentleman with good character and moral, ethical rectitude, uprightness. Yeah, he's a great pick. But Judge Kavanaugh, acts like a spoiled brat. Oh, he appealed to emotion. You never appeal to emotion if you're a judge or if you're a lawyer. That's a big red flag. Because trial, justice, it has to be based on rationality, not emotionality. Okay, because oh, he talks about his daughters and he cries. Come on, and senators, they're asking him questions and he's like trying to dodge the questions, and he asks back, he talk back, and he keeps on talking and talking when senators still asking questions. Okay, so that he's a bad character, very immature. Yeah, he may have been to Yale twice, undergrad Yale and Yale Law School, but it's like Mr. President Trump. He's like doesn't have any character, good character or morality, ethics. No, it's only about money, power, fame. That's what he's about. So no, I don't like him. Okay. I mean, it's not that I'm against him. It's just that I don't think he should be the Supreme Court justice because he's a bad role model. Okay. Uh, I don't dislike him. Let me correct myself. I do not like him. Okay. I don't know him. I just don't think he should be the Supreme Court justice. That's it. I, I don't think he's a good role model. Okay, I don't care about his politics. He's a bad character. Okay, he doesn't have focused on building his character. He doesn't care about morality. That's my impression. All right. Now, this present judgment on him, my evaluation on him, is based on my past knowledge about people in general. Okay. So that has to do with correlation, probability, all right? So that's why it deserves some attention from us, humanologists. Okay. So we should come with some nice metric, something simple, something easy, something straightforward, rather than this chi-squared bullshit. It's too complex unnecessarily. All right. So we should come up with a brand new metric of mathematical formula that quantifies this correlation. All right. Okay, then there's the negative correlation. Okay, you have weight and you have beauty. They tend to be negatively correlated. Okay, the heavier you are, the less beautiful you are. This is average. Average weight, average beauty. Okay, if you're average weight, your beauty tend to be more average. I'm talking about sexual beauty. Okay, they're all different kinds of beauty. Aesthetics is more than sexuality. Sexual beauty, sex appeal is just one small part of it. So don't get me wrong. Okay, they can beauty of morality, beauty of character. Okay, that has nothing to do with sexual beauty. Okay, sexual appeal. We're talking about sexual beauty here. All right. So yeah, you're heavier, then you tend to be ugly. If you're lean and slender, then you're beautiful. But if you're too lean, then you tend to be ugly too, because anorexic, that's unhealthy. Sex appeal, sexual beauty is all about healthiness, how healthy you are. Okay? Now, so that's basics on correlation. So when we talk about correlation, we have to use this Venn diagram, set theory, all right? Uh, so correlation and set theory. They didn't. I don't think they quite got it right so far. This could take very long and this could be challenging. But when I was writing that book, actually, so I intended it to be a paper, but I kind of stopped because I was lazy and uh, I'm not a professional mathematician. I don't have that kind of patience. All right. Um, it's like 8 o'clock on Friday night. All right, in the evening. So the karaoke place starts something like 9:30. So when I go to a bar, I go there to get sober. All right. So I drink at home, and then because my drinks are better than the drinks they sell in the bar or clubs. So I drink at home and then I eat, I brush my teeth, and I take this breathalyzer test. And if I'm clear to drive, then I drive, go to those clubs legally, you know. Then I just drink water and juice in a bar or club to get sober, and then after I'm sober, then I come back home. Okay. But yeah, I don't drink and drive in a illegal way. I do it legal way. Okay, so don't worry about me. All right. So okay, correlation. All right. Correlation is more like a vector. It has direction. It's not commutative. Okay, so correlation between A and B is not the same as correlation of B between B and A. It has directionality. It's not commutative. All right. For example, let's say this is A. All right, and this is B. Most B is A, but it's not the case that most A is B. Okay? Most of A is something else other than B. Let's say B is, let's say A is Asian, okay? Asians. B is like black car. Black car. We are just making some made up example, okay? So, hypothetical example. This is not reality. We are just making it up, okay? So, let's say 99% of we have black cars, okay? Black cars, white cars, yellow cars, but let's assume that in this example, there are black cars, like 100 black cars in this island. This is gonna be fun, alright? You're gonna enjoy it. There's this one island in the middle of Pacific Ocean, alright? Oh, we want to evade taxation. We hate tax, so all these rich people, they purchased this island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and they built a country. Alright? Let's say half of that country is Asians, and the other half Indians, alright? Asians and Indians, like South Asia Indians, and the country India with Mahatma Gandhi and Indira Gandhi and Nehru, and the other half is Asians, like Far East Asians, like Koreans, Chinese, Japanese. Okay? So you have Asians and the other half is Indians, okay? So in that island, there are 100 black cars. But 99% of black cars are owned by Asians. You see the picture? Okay? But the black car and ABC, cyan, like light blue. Okay, in this island there are only Asians and Desais, okay, the Indians, okay. And there's black car and there's cyan car, all right. So most Asians, 90% of Asians own non-black car, which is a cyan car. Okay, so it'd be pretty easier to draw this, square. It's a set theoretically equivalent. Okay, so you have Asian and your Desai, which is a term for Indians. Okay, and these black cars Most black cars are owned by Asians. Okay? No, no, I'm sorry. I am sorry. As you can see, I'm kind of drunk. Hey, what do you expect? I'm single. I gotta have some fun. Most black cars are owned by Asians, alright? So, black cars. This is harder than I thought. This black car, most black cars are owned by Asians, but so black Asians they mostly A, B, C, D, cyan car. Most Asians have cyan car. Wow, this why is it so hard? Is it because I'm drunk? So the Asians and their size. And most black cars are owned by Asians, but most Asians own cyan cars. Okay, that's what I'm trying to make a point here. So it will like this. Okay, so you have this Asian population and small population of Asians own black cars. Mostly they are cyans. Okay. They only black car and cyan car. Okay. So Asians they own. How about this? We'll do step by step. Okay. This is a black car and cyan car. All right. Okay. I think it's like this. Uh, so you have this hinge, this fulcrum, okay? Fulcrum, hinging like door hinge point. So most Asians own cyan car, okay? But the vast majority of black cars are owned by Asians, meaning goes like this. So it's fulcrum, okay? So you can go up and down, up and down. That's just like a seesaw. You have this seesaw, this is a fulcrum, there's a focal point, fulcrum point, seesaw, okay? Moves up and down. So this set is the black car here. Alright. So now the vast majority of Asian, this left half, Asian, the vast majority of Asians own cyan cars. Also, the vast majority of Indians, their size, they own cyan cars. I'm sorry. The vast majority of Asians own cyan cars, like blue, light blue, cyan, CYAN, cyan cars, and the vast majority of their size own cyan cars. However, if you look at just black cars, only small percentage of Asians own black cars, and only small percentage of Indians that size own black cars. But when you look in terms of black cars, the vast majority of black car owners are Asians. Okay, probably because they love the color black. Okay, so now correlation between from if you're an Asian, what's the probability of you having a black car? What's the probability? Probably is this is like what 10%. Only 10% of Asians own black car. Okay, but what's the correlation between if you own a black car? What is the probability that you are an Asian? 90%. Okay, that's why they're not the same. So this is like Bayesian conditional probability. Okay, so yeah, so we are getting close. Okay, so let's take a break and then let's quantify this with numbers and mathematical formulas and stuff. This is very important. Okay. So correlation could be just nothing but Bayesian probability. Okay, so we continue after break. Okay, let's you know we j- we just take a break, but let's take another break by showing telling some episodes in my law school. I was taking a criminal law class, and the professor was really cool guy, fantastic. And so there was this question about racism factoring into criminal law. So the question was there was this famous case, New York, Manhattan, Brooklyn, New York, the Big Apple. I've been to New York. I lived in Manhattan for a couple of months when I was doing an internship as a PhD student. So I know about New York. Okay, I've been there many times. I was born in New York State, upstate. So I went to New York, and also I lived in upstate New York for 2 years. So that's when I was in. I'm not gonna tell you the details, but yeah, I was in New York. Okay, so I know about New York, Manhattan, Queens, Bronx. I've been there, all of them. Okay, so uh, so in this famous criminal law case, in a subway, there was this. I think it was a white guy, and there was this black people approaching him, and so he shot them. Okay, so he was afraid, and the question was it based on racism? And in my law school, there are black students, white students. So there's this division. Okay, so there's pro-white, pro-black, anti-white, anti-black. And I'm neither black nor white. I'm Asian. I'm in a unique position to unite the whites and blacks. Okay, so that's why I'm running. One of the many reasons I'm running for president because I can bring the racial harmony in America. Okay, so man, I'm getting too drunk, so I may not go to the karaoke bar tonight. Whatever. I'm enjoying this, so this is more important than me singing and acting like a clown in front of people, in front of Alaskans. So what happened was this African American students, they're my friends. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a racist. I love blacks and whites. That's why I'm here in America because I love all the races. I love racial diversity. So it bothers me when they fight each other. So I want to bring some harmony. So oh yeah, it's racism. And I said, and white people they say, it's not racism. And I intervened. So I said, it's it's more like of probability and correlation. So I turned the attention to mathematics. Okay, so because those black guys who approach this white man, they're like with this baggy jeans and kind of like hip hop kind of gangster style, gangster rap. I'm a huge fan of Busta Rhymes, okay, or Maze, this hip hop. They're fantastic dancers. I watch their YouTube music videos all the time and imitate their dancing style and stuff. Yeah, I do that. But yeah, they were approaching him, so I think they asked him for money and he shot him, something like that, right? So, but yeah, and they were black guys, many black guys approaching this lone white man in New York Manhattan subway. Okay, so and this particular white guy, he happened to have been robbed by a black man like a couple of years ago, I think. So yeah, he was basing on this judgment based on his past experience. But so I gave this hypothetical alternative scenario. If he was riding this subway train in the lower Manhattan and was being approached by a black man, a single one black man with suit and tie, I don't think he would have shot him. Okay, because obviously this black man is a businessman in lower Manhattan, where this Wall Street is. But I think the place he was riding in this train was in upper Manhattan, like Bronx. Okay, where all the slums and ghettos are. So he was approached by multiple black men, and they were like baggy jeans and all this, kind of this attitude of gangsters. Okay. So yeah, so it's not about race. Okay, it's about their demeanor, their style, and the number of guys approaching him. Okay, it has nothing to do with race. Okay. Anyways, okay. So that's that. Okay, we took a break. Okay, let's do mathematics. Okay. Wow, we have a long way to go. Hey, it's Friday night, and what the fuck am I doing, man? Okay. I'm not blaming you. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's just the way it is. And it's good because we are learning something. We are teaching something. Okay. So good. All right. You are sacrificing your time. I'm sacrificing my time. We are all sacrificing for the betterment of humanity. Okay. Friday night. Sucks to be me. Sucks to be me. Sucks to be you. Oh man, this is funny. We are having fun, okay? We are having fun. Okay, let's do some mathematics. Alright, so uh we are running out of space again, so let's get rid of this some of this pictures, and let's switch to uh blue. All right. So, what's the probability of being in an Asian? Okay, what is see correlation of A and B? I'm Asian. Okay, random Asian, and what's the probability of me having a black car? Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. This is equal to a probability of black car given that I'm an Asian. Alright? The correlation between A and B. Which is equal to a shorthand. We may have covered this before, okay? It is a random variable. Alright? Random variable. Given that random variable x, some random person, belongs to Asian set. If given x is one of Asian x random human being in this island, if x is Asian, then what's the probability that X also belongs to B, which are black car owners? Okay, the correlation between A and B. Okay. Correlation that an Asian person owns a black car. Alright? And the correlation of a black car owner being an Asian is 90%. You know, you just swap A and B, okay, then that's that. Okay, so we got a metric here, okay, that's all it is, all right. So now, if you're a black car owner, 90% of chance you bet you are an Asian, okay. Okay, but if you're an Asian, if you're an Asian, if you're an Asian, the chance that you own a black car is only 10%. Okay, because most Asians own cyan car, cyan, you know, light blue cyan car. Okay. By the way, this is Alaskan blueberry. Okay, it's not that sweet. It's a wild blueberry. This is a crab apple. Uh, it's a wild apple in Alaska. Okay. So yeah, correlation is not commutative. It has directionality. So they're not the same, right? So and I used 90%, but it doesn't have to be. This is more like 75%. Okay, so it doesn't have to sum up to like something. Yeah, this two doesn't have to be equal to 100. All right, it has nothing to do with that. It's just totally independent. So if we 15, all right. Okay, so we got the metric. Okay, I think that's enough. All right, so yeah, we'll stop it here. We keep it simple. Okay, so you may make more theories, more research papers, but it's up to you. I'm lazy. I'm just giving you some broad outline, okay? Because I'm lazy, okay? So I'm not like you, all right? So you do the rest of the work, all right? Okay. If you don't follow, study, okay? If you wanna do more, do it. I'm not a professional mathematician, okay? So you got the idea, and that's. I cannot do everything. I'm not a Superman. I'm not God. I'm not son of God, and I'm just one person who have full time jobs just like you do. Okay, so there's only so much I can do. So the rest of that, I leave it up to you. Not just you, one you, many people. Don't work too hard, okay? Because there are other people in the world. Just share. Let them do, just what they can do, okay? But I don't want you to overwork. I don't want you to turn yourself into a machine. Just do what you can, okay? Just a little bit, and relax, have fun, okay? Enjoy your life. Don't work all the time, okay? So uh I think we'll probably end it here, okay? Because I'm kind of getting tired and probably getting too drunk, and yeah. Let's call it a day, okay? Today's Friday. I see you tomorrow, okay? if I'm still alive. Okay, I hope so. All right. Good night.